What's up, YouTube? This is 2RAW4TV. All right, so shout out to the brother Ticket TV, man. So I see he did a video response to Scap Attack, right? So I'm not subscribed to Scap Attack anymore because, I agree with the sentiment that he has an agenda. And, I didn't want to believe it at first. I tried to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when you make appearances on Jason Whitlock's platform and you see how he rolls this Jokic thing, yeah, I think he's a racist. He's a covert one. And at the end of the day, I knew people like him and others were going to come with this angle when I saw that the Thunder beat the Jazz last night and they beat them without Shea. Shea was ruled out because of an elbow issue, right? So it's the first game that he's missed this year. Coming into the game, the Thunder were 22-1, all right? So they easily dispatched the Jazz, and they're now 23-1, right? So I didn't even look at the video, right? I didn't even look at the video that Skap Attack did, but I'm going to pretty much come to the assumption that his argument is going to be, well, as you can see, this proves that the Thunder are indeed a super team, as they were able to easily dispatch of the Utah Jazz as if Shea was still there, but he wasn't. So Shea is blessed with a great unit, unlike the Joker. Probably something like that, right? I mean, that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that's the argument that he's making, right? Which is such an elementary argument. First of all, it's a one-off thing. It's one game, okay? Secondly, you're going to ignore the fact that for the majority of these victories, Shea didn't have his second best player, and they didn't miss a beat. Funny how that works. You know what I'm saying? Shea was leading this team to victory, dominant victory without Jalen Williams. Now he comes back, and they beat an 8-14 Jazz team, right? This is the same Jazz team that blew a 17-point lead and lost the game by almost, 30? So clearly they're not a great team. But what I can do is just go back 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. I can go back 1 year with Jokic, and I can name games in which Jokic didn't play. And the Nuggets beat teams that were above 500 without his ass, without the so-called MVP, right? Last year, they beat the Rockets without Jokic, 116-111. Coming into that game, the Rockets were 46-25, not 8-14 like the Jazz. In that game, Jamal Murray had 39 points. DeAndre Jordan had 11 points and 15 rebounds. Michael Porter Jr. had 17 points and 9 rebounds. Russell Westbrook had 14 points coming off the bench. Right? Earlier in that year, I think it was in November of 2024, without Jokic, the Nuggets beat Memphis, who were 8-6 at the time, 122-110. Michael Porter Jr. had 24 points, 11 rebounds. Jamal Murray had 27. Carl Braun had 19. Russ had a triple-double coming off the bench, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. But they love to say Jokic doesn't have any help, right? They love to say that. Also that year, without Jokic, they beat the Clippers in a contest At the time, the Clippers were 20-16. Jamal Murray had 21 points in that game. Russell Westbrook had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Carl Braun had 15 points, right? Michael Porter Jr. had 19 points. DeAndre Jordan had 12 points, 9 rebounds. Julian Strather had 16 points. Okay? Also, at Golden State that year, as a matter of fact, I did a video about this game. The Nuggets without Joker beat the Warriors, who were 39-28 at the time. And I think this is when they had Jimmy Butler on the team, right? This is after the Jimmy Butler trade. The Nuggets, without Joker and without Jamal Murray, beat the Golden State Warriors at Golden State. And this is when Golden State was going through that run. Remember they looked like they was the hottest team in the league? Aaron Gordon had 38 points on the road. Michael Porter Jr. had 21 points. Russ, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 16 assists. And remember in that pivotal game last year in the first round when they was playing the Clippers? I think it's that series they won in 7. The Nuggets over the Clippers. Remember that crucial game 5 when Joker was struggling against Zubac? He only shot 4-13 from the floor. That same game, Jamal Murray had 43 points. Aaron Gordon, 23 points. Russ, 21 points off the bench to lead them to a victory because Joker still was struggling in that series. But see, this is what, by the way, Jamal Murray needs to be an all-star this year because if he's not, with all the improved numbers he's put up this year, that tells me it's a conspiracy to not have him an all-star so they can continue this narrative that Joker doesn't have any all-stars with him. When we all know, for all intents and purposes, Jamal Murray is an all-star caliber player. Okay? But anyway, regardless of all of that, the Thunder continues to win because they're a great team. But they're not a championship team without Shaq. See, this argument that these weak-ass arguments, these elementary arguments that Shaq Attack and others make, it's sort of like arguing, well, the Bulls still won 55 games without Mike in 94. But when LeBron left, the team fell apart. That's how elementary these arguments are. They literally, Joker fans, are making LeBron argument, LeBron elementary level arguments right now. The reason why the Thunder can continue to win against especially mediocre teams, even when Shea is absent, is because they have a winning foundation. They got a winning culture, and they have a system in place that brings the best out of the players. Whereas the Nuggets, even though the system, even though they have talent, I should say, you can make an argument that sometimes the system running through Jokic so much stymies the other players. You can make an argument that the system running through Joker pads his numbers, but he sometimes stagnates the other guys. You could definitely make that argument. Remember how everybody was maligning Michael Porter Jr. last year because he couldn't get into a rhythm offensively, right? Now, all of a sudden now, this guy who everybody say was a bum, isn't he averaging 26 points a game in New Jersey? I mean, with the Nets. I know it's Brooklyn now. Why is that? I thought Joe could make everybody around him better. Get out of here, man. That's bullshit, man. Shea's the MVP. OKC is 23-1. They're on pace to win approximately 79 games. 79 games. Shea is on pace to break Steph Curry's modern day record of 19 games of resting in the 4 quarters. He's done it now 12 times. They are on a historic pace. I'm not saying they're going to break the record, but only thing they got to do, I was looking at the record, if they can go 51-7 the rest of the season, if they can go 51-7, they'll break the record. 51-7 is actually a lower winning percentage than they got right now. So it's not impossible. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think they're going to wind up around 69 or 70 wins. But, hey, it's possible. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.